Hi, Dr. Suzanne Andres here in celebration of October 1st, Day of the Older Person. We are having an up-close and personal look at hearing challenges with my mother, Mary Ann. Mom, would you tell us, please, about your history of hearing loss?
Sure. I've been diagnosed with a hearing loss and wearing hearing aids for over 20 years now. Uh, no particular reason, something vague like nerve damage, but my hearing loss has gotten progressively worse, and I'm sort of at the end of where my hearing aids can be amplified to their best. So I'm doing the best I can at the state that I'm in. And I particularly value this chance to give people hints as to how they can better communicate with the person who has hearing loss. And that's a substantial number of people in American society, even over the age of 50, but it really jumps up over 65. And I really do make my hearing loss known to other people if they're in a position that, maybe a medical position, that I may have trouble hearing you. You know, I'm a little concerned. Does the dentist hear me when they say, well, this isn't going to hurt or whatever? I just want them to know that I may not get all the information that they think they're giving me. So I talk to them about it, say, you know, if this is something very important that you are going to discuss with me, a decision I need to make, please look me in the eye, and tell me in your loudest, clear voice what it is you want me to know, because it's so easy to miss the gist of a conversation when there are fluctuations in volume in people's voices. And me as a hearing impaired person, I tend to pick those that are up, but our voice goes up and down, and we drop, and if we drop and we drop a very important word like not out of a sentence, it changes the whole sentence, and then there's a big misunderstanding. So, yes.
Thank you for that. I wondered if you could turn to share with us the frustration, the experience of hearing loss in the social context when you get together with friends and
Oh, yes. I have some friends that have had hearing loss, but as I said, mine's quite significant. And um, they try their best, but you know, you're not in my shoes. So uh, I was recently somewhere and someone wanted to show an interesting video that was available with subtitles, but for some reason, the subtitles annoyed them and they didn't want to put them on. There were several people watching. And one of them said to me after a couple minutes, Mariana, are you hearing this? I said, no. And, well, we can turn it up. So they turn it up. Everybody else is uncomfortable with the loud sound. It really isn't helping me because I also have a lack of clarity. And when things are turned up too loud, often there's a reverberation to the sound. So, you know, I just, I felt uncomfortable asking for subtitles, and really they didn't want to do it. So that's such a small thing. But oftentimes I miss conversations, and it's pretty good if it's one-on-one person. But if someone isn't facing me, and that's so common, they're doing something in the kitchen, they're doing something somewhere else, and they turn their head, and I'm looking at the back of their head. Well, I don't have much of a chance because the sound waves that come from their hearing are going in the wrong direction. So I would just love to see more awareness of this problem so that it's adjusts socially and business-wise. And talking about business-wise, as I said, this is a big segment of the population in America, and I assume worldwide, of people even over 50, but definitely over 65. And if I have a salesperson who is not speaking clearly to me and seems annoyed after I ask for clarification a couple times, I look for another salesperson in that store, or I go to another place. And that has to do with anything from buying a computer to buying a car. And so I will just say to the younger people out there, if you are at all in a sales position, that it is a benefit to you to learn to communicate with a loud, clear voice and look at your listeners' eyes to see if they are resonating with what you're saying, and to ask questions. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much. Everyone can benefit from learning techniques of how to communicate with the hearing challenged. I hope that you tune in for our next video where I will teach you specific techniques to apply. Thank you very much, and thank you.
You're welcome.